Welcome back to Likewise Pod. I'm Isa.
And I'm Sam, and we're so excited for another episode this week. Authentic August. Wow.
Wow.
Four episodes into Authentic August. That's crazy. And it's only August 15th.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Sorry.
No.
I'm
Wow.
like, I don't know how to do this anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Right.
gosh. No, I think this month has been so good and so fun so far. So like I I don't know, like today is kind of a big brain topic, not in the fact that like it takes a big brain to figure out like how to be real, but in the fact that we're like, what did we mean? Like what do we talk about?
Yeah. Which, keeping it real. Wait, have you been watching The Bachelorette at all?
Okay, so I watched
He said, I'm gonna be real.
I have been watching the past 3 weeks.
Okay, well, I was just about to say, I'm keeping the main thing the main thing. Like how the
Yeah, I know that. I know that one.
Okay, good, good. Okay, I'm keeping the main thing the main thing.
Real.
That's how this feels.
Yeah, but we're excited because like we've had some talks kind of about authenticity and like being real and like ourselves and true and blah blah like all the different synonyms before. So excited to have another one and yeah, I don't know, like these are just kind of the fun conversations for us to have, I feel like.
Yeah, fun and real. And I think this one will be good and fun because we we feel so out of practice because we like really have not done this in a while. Um, but I think that'll make it even better. Like the fact that we haven't gotten to like call and talk like this and record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, am I even a podcaster anymore? How does this work?
Real. Um, and what better way to keep it real than to do our roses and thorns for the week? Oh my gosh, so crazy, so fun. So Sam, what are your roses and thorns?
Okay, surprise, surprise. My thorn is this never-ending reading and writing slump. I'm pretty sure every single episode of the last 2 months I've said that like I'm in a reading and writing slump, but that's real, and it's still there. And I feel really bad because I feel like I I'm bringing like my negative slumpiness into my reading. Like I don't know, I just feel like while I read, I just still have that like negative, like, oh, I'm just in a slump, like blah, 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 like I'm just not enjoying reading in general. So I hate that I'm like bringing that. I feel like it's not fair to the books when I'm reading in that kind of headspace or writing in that kind of headspace either. I just feel like I go away from my original vision or ideas because I just am in a weird funk. Um, and my rose is that I just refreshed my hair. And by refreshed, I mean I completely like really updated it. And I did like deep cherry red in the back. It's like kind of magenta-y. And then my bangs, I bleached them and then dyed them hot pink. So a little lava girl moment. I was just finally feeling brave enough to do like the split dye. I have not had to like wash my hair again yet. I'm saving it for Saturday when I can like take my time and hide my bangs and wash the back again. I think I'm just gonna keep washing my bangs in the sink until I know that the back's not gonna bleed. So,
I
yeah.
love your hair. I think it's so you. It's so cute. And like it's such like corporate fashion girly. I love it.
Oh, thanks. No, when I was bleaching my bangs, I was like, oh my gosh. I was just thinking about you doing like your bleach, and I was like, wow. Like, I was just like, is this what Issa feels like?
Yeah. Very likely. I have so many roses and thorns, but they all go together. So, thorns. Okay, actually, each one is a story. So, Rose and Thorn 1. Today on Thursday, August 15th, Starbucks has like a two drinks for $10 or four drinks for $20 deal. So my mom and I got drinks today. Rose. Thorn, I thought I got a venti and deleted my grande drink, but accidentally deleted my venti drink and got a grande. So hashtag rough. Um, because like they're the same price today. Because
Yeah,
like
that's so sad.
$5. So I'm like, dang, could have gotten a free upgrade. Anyways, whatever. We have like fun news, fun event coming up, which I'm really excited for. We're really excited for. But the thorn of that is that we got this news, this confirmation super late, so we only have a few weeks to prepare for it. So we're living, laughing, loving. And okay, my final rose. It's just a rose. I like camp was so much fun. I went last week and it was so good, so fun. And I went to a concert the night that I like came back from camp and I was so exhausted. I almost bailed, but I didn't, and I'm so happy I didn't. And yeah, so it's just been a good week and a good recovery and resting week. So yeah, I too have not been writing. My B.
It's been rough. Oh my gosh, I forgot I added a rose, and it's about writing. As much as I've been in a writing slump, we also just started like a writing group call with some of our friends, and we've only had two of them, but they've been so fun. Equal parts yapping and writing. And I have a hard time like I know it's supposed to keep me accountable and keep me focused, but sometimes I've had a really hard time staying focused. Like the other day I did like I was trying to write in my book and then I started planning Podmas and like putting down ideas and then I started reading because I was like kind of just feeling sleepy and like I couldn't write. So then I just read a couple chapters of a book. Then I went back to like Podmas and stuff. I just was all over the place. And I think everybody else actually had a good writing groove going on, but I was just like doing random stuff in here.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I'm so sad I haven't been able to make one. And I feel so bad. Like, actually, so many things in my life. Like, I've just joined some different groups recently, and I'm not able to make like a single outing. So I'm like, am I a myth? Like, am I not a real person? Do I not actually exist because I can't make anything? I feel so bad. So
Oh,
I'm excited to be available one of these days. And it's so funny because it's on a Monday night. And I'm like, no, Mondays are like the best day for me. I have nothing going on Mondays except the past 2 weeks where I've been out of town on
right.
Mondays. And I'm like, what the heck? That is so rude of me.
Yeah, this it was so funny because the first one like they knew that you were going to camp, so like that one made sense. And then this next one they were like, "Wait, where is Issa?" And I was like, "She's going to the rodeo. Don't you worry."
Oh my gosh. Okay. Rodeo, also a rose slash thorn. So it was fun getting like the whole experience and doing all the things. But thorn, like my friends and I, were obviously there for, I mean, to like have the whole rodeo, so like all the other events like um bareback bronc riding, saddleback bronc riding, team ropers, single ropers, barrel racing, all the other ones. If there's more, I don't. Oh my gosh, and mud busting, so cute. That's when like the little kids ride like the sheep. It's so cute. It's so funny. Anyways, but we're there for the bull riding. Honestly, guess how many hours we drove there? 2. Guess how many bulls we saw? 2, plus a re-ride. So literally,
Ah,
one of the girls I was with, she's like, we saw one bull for every hour we drove here, plus a re-ride. I'm like, I'm so sad. It was such a disappointment. Like it was fun, but we're also like, yeah, we definitely know that we like bull riding the most out of all of the events.
that's funny. Have you seen all those videos this year of like all the bulls that have been like just like jumping into the stands and
Yeah, crazy
like that's a
scary.
little too real
Yeah, didn't happen this year. Well, not at
for you.
Linden, not in Linden.
That's so funny. But yeah, obviously we're being real. We're uh fighting the urge to to title the episode Be Real. It's time to be real. Um, maybe it will be called that, who knows. Um, but yeah, we've talked a lot before about different random authentic type things, but we wanted to do it a little differently and we wanted to do it so differently that we just came up with so many different directions it could go. So sorry if our strategy for this episode is a little chaotic, but that's just who we are. It's
Yeah,
really
that's
on
not us.
brand.
RB.
That's real. It's our brand. Um, But we do have a little
Chaos.
bit of motivational inspo for the beginning of this topic. A little quote. Don't know whoever said this, if anyone ever actually did, because I just saw it on a random Pinterest post. But it's not about being known and admired by everyone. It's about being authentic in a world that makes us think we are not enough. Because authenticity connects us, and genuine connection is what heals. Love.
That's so good. Yes. Being a relationship girly or like life is all about relationships. Um, I love that. I think it's so good. And yeah.
Yeah. No, it really is. I saw also, it reminded me of in a past episode we talked about how much we like obviously need like real social connection. Like it's very much a need for our well-being. Um and I saw TikTok the other night where someone was talking about social social connection and like um your social time being such like a deep part of your health. I forget what she called it. It was like your deep health or like your something kind of
Mm.
like that. Like your core elements to your health, obviously. It was
Oh,
just kind of fun.
that's cool.
I don't think
That's
deep
fun.
health was the word, but uh that's all I got.
No, I think like it's so important because again, sorry, I sound like a broken record every episode, but life is all about relationships. Like if we don't have relationships, we don't have outside factors, outside like external factors motivating us, pushing us, comforting us, being there for us, supporting us, loving on us. Like we don't have those things. Like
Hmm.
sure, it's great if someone says, "No, I get all that for myself." So sorry, but I'm absolutely going to call you a liar. Um like yeah, no, sometimes you do have like the self motivation, or sometimes you do have the self comfort or self support or self love or the self like fill in the blank. But ultimately, we need that from others more than we do from ourselves, just because it is that basic human need of connection.
Mm, that's good. Yeah. We I also just think having your friends and the people you're connecting with like on the day to day, obviously being real and having that genuine connection is really important because I don't know how often you're in a conversation and you just see someone who it's always the same thing. How are you doing? Good. How are you? Good. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up? Like, just
Yeah.
very not even getting into any kind of conversation at all. So it's really important to have those moments and those people that you get a little deeper with, and you don't even have to be getting deeper about anything or like trauma dumping or really doing any of that, but just like having like those spaces where you show up just as yourself, you're just bringing your authentic self and you're being met with the same thing from the other person. Um, just builds that genuine connection and feeds that part of your soul. Um, so I just kind of think about sometimes like it dictates I don't want to get too much into this, but like it dictates who you want to like surround yourself with and who you want to be friends with because you have people that you talk with and you feel like you're never having a genuine conversation with, but then you have people and friends that you're just like, wow, I never feel more myself than I do when I'm around this person because
Hmm.
we're just so, I just feel like I can be my authentic self. I can be my real self with them and they're their real self with me. Versus like people where you're like, I feel like we're both just putting on a persona or an act around each other. We're just convenience friends or we're just coworkers and we're not actual, like, we're not in a place where either of us could just be authentic friends with each other.
Yeah, I know. I love that. I think it's so good and like it's a super like it can be really humbling and sobering and like just a really good reflective moment because like the saying like you are who you surround yourself with or like you're the five closest people to you like they make up who you are and stuff. It's like, ooh, that's so good. Like if I'm just someone who's putting on a persona to um be friends with these people and like I'm not my actual true self, like but I'm still taking on their personality traits. I'm still taking on like what they think. I'm still taking on like all these things they like I'm still who I surround myself with. And so like at some point it goes from fake to real, but not in the way that we'd like it to be. And so, having those real genuine connections with people that like we do want to be like, or with those people that are good for us, or those people, you know, that maybe we're good for, you know, just like those things, like again, we're gonna be who we surround ourselves with. And so I think that's just really good to think about. Like I think about that a lot. I'm like, oh, dang. Because it's not just like in the physical, geographical world, but even Sam and I, like, we're halfway across the country, but she's still one of my closest, like my
Mhm.
best friend. So I know there are lots of things that Sam does and says that I now do and say. So I'm like,
Right.
dang. But it's even more than that. It's also just like similar values and similar mindsets and beliefs and stuff. Like we talk about things a lot and it doesn't have to be, yeah, like Sam, you were saying, it doesn't have to be like the deepest stuff. It doesn't have to be trauma dumping or trauma sharing or anything, but even anything that's just a little bit below surface level, like that's how you get to know people. I mean, even in the surface level stuff, like that's how you get to know people, but past that, that's how you really connect.
Yeah, that's true. And I think even with us, like how you said, like we're so far away, but um we're obviously like a close like person in that proximity sense of like the people you surround yourself with. And I think part of that is we're like we're obviously putting ourselves in a position online where we are perceived as a unit. And so, but in that way, um, since we're like two people that basically get perceived as one one person or like one brand voice or whatever, like I feel like we do also have those distinctions or things we do or say that we do to like still show up individually and try and get our own personalities across and things. Like sometimes I think we do a good job of that, especially where like we'll both like post on stories a lot. We'll both post on stories or like on threads or whatever, like in certain things we'll like specify who's posting what just to like I don't know, I think it's important to try and still like be our own
Mhm.
people. So it's nice to like prioritize that and it's not being fake or that either of us are putting on like a separate act, but it's like showing like uh we're not like how we are as one. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's so. But no, it's always so funny. Like, non spoiler, spoiler. Like have some of the book written and like have sent it to friends and stuff, and then someone made a comment. It's like, oh, I could just see Issa saying this, and Issa did not write that part, and it's so
Yeah.
funny. Or like on threads, for example, Issa says a lot of things on there, but then one time. Sam will post something and people are like, oh my gosh, Issa, stop this. And I'm like,
He's just being unhinged on threads again. And it's
I'm like,
me.
it is not me for once. But no, like that's exactly like case in point. Like you are who you surround yourself with. And so if you see likewise acting a little crazy on threads, you don't know who it is because Sam has taken on my unhinged traits.
Yeah.
Because then she could just blame it and be like, it was
Right.
Issa,
Oh my
she's
gosh.
pulling a prank. Ah.
Issa just spills secrets on threads all the time, and then I go on and just like share an actually big secret instead of just being like, "Ugh, I kind of want to spill a secret." Like that's the difference. It's like I feel like you'll be like, oh, I kind of want to like say this, and then I just like will just post it, you know?
Because I'm scared of
Um,
getting in trouble if I do. Because I mean, not that I, we're literally the directors of our board.
right.
But I'm still scared. I don't like I've only ever spilled something, I think maybe a couple of times. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I should have done that. And so I run everything by you now. I'm like so scared. And then you like do something like, fine by me. I don't care. If I would have thought of it, I would have asked her if I could. And she would have said yes. It's a
That's
good
so
system we
funny.
have.
Right. That's so funny. But yeah, that just crossed my mind. Very random. Like we are a unit, but also do so much to like try and show our individual authentic selves as well. Um, but okay, I was also thinking about like when you're going about life, like as much as we want to be real, aren't there things we need to fake or we do fake or like
Mm.
situations where we need to be like faking it, I guess. Like I just think about like, you know, your coworkers who are on your team that like maybe you're not friends, but like at work you're friends. Or like, you know, you're just like fun coworkers, but then you're not. I don't know. Not that you have to always be faking it, but I feel like there's always these situations and people can people hate fake people, obviously. So like they'll be like, oh, I just really don't like this person because I don't think they actually want to be friends with me, and I think they're just like fake. But it's like, well, are they being fake or are they being professional? Or like, are they
Yeah.
actually are they friendly and they're just being friendly to everyone because they're just that's real, like they're a friendly person? I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I was like, are there things we need to fake? And like, is it acceptable to be like faking? I think about like faking a smile, like faking a fake it till you make it kind of situations. Like sometimes that is real. Like you admit, like, oh, I'm just faking it. I'm winging it because I don't have the capacity or the energy to like, you know, do it for real.
Yeah. Like why is fake it till you make it acceptable, but putting on like a professional persona isn't,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. And it's just like I feel like it's just, I mean, I don't know, like I'm thinking out loud right now, but to me it just seems like reframing the same thing. Like fake
Yeah.
it till you make it. Oh, they're trying to be better. Oh, they're trying to do this. But then like putting on a professional persona. Oh, they're being serious, or like, oh, they're not this way when they're at work, or oh, they're not this way like at home. Like, why are they being fake in this situation, or why are they being fake in this like context? It's like, actually, that's not what it is at
Sometimes you're just
all.
in a role.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not a good day. Sometimes it's a better day than others. Sometimes there's just stuff going on, or there's nothing going on. Like, I don't owe anyone an explanation. Like, I don't know. It's as much as it's not my business what other people say about me, it's not their business to be talking about me.
Mm. Yeah. Like in that like way of judgment for sure. That's so
Yeah.
real.
But at the end of the day, I don't think it like super totally matters because I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking about people instead of like the real versus fake right now. Like, I guess I'm just talking about like, oh, people are gonna talk about me. Like, do I really want to be friends or acquaintances or like whatever past just like professional relationship with people who do that? No. So ultimately, I don't care.
Right. See? You tell them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was just a random thing on my mind. I was like, what's this? There's like just a really big obsession with like using real and fake as like the dictator of like if someone is likable or not.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's like such a big insult too, saying, "Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that's so fake." Like,
Yeah, they're just
honestly,
so fake.
I've started using like I've just started using it ironically,
Yeah,
I
that's so
guess. Like, oh
fake.
my gosh,
Yeah,
like
that
that's
is
so
fucking
fake of you.
insane.
That's wow. I'm so fake for that. Sorry guys, my bad. Like, I don't think I've ever actually used it in like a um meaningful way. It's always just
Yeah,
been a joke to me. Which,
right.
like, I get it. I get it using it sometimes in like in actual real life context. It'd be like, that was so fake. Like, that's not cool, or this person just seems really fake to me, blah blah blah. But I feel like it's one of those things where it's just so overused that it's kind of lost its meaning. And it's one of those things that's like, okay, whatever. Like, everyone has their
Yeah,
own definition of real, everyone has their own definition of fake. So it's like, what weight does this actually carry? Why does it actually
yeah.
matter now?
I was gonna say like it does feel like it's lost its meaning. Like it's used in so many contexts where like I feel like before it was kind of like real in the sense of like genuine and honest and authentic and fake how I knew it back when. And most of the time in situations it's like when people would say someone was fake, they meant it more as like fake friend or like this person's like two-faced or like will go behind your back. Like that was fake originally to me, like how like it was
Hmm.
used when I was growing up. But then now I feel like I see so much where it's like maybe it's like social media doing this, but it's so like, well, influencers, like so many of them are just like fake, like they're just cool online, but then like in person they're mean, or which I guess is also like two-faced, but or I feel like I see it a lot being like just people's just image in general, like nothing to do with their personality. Like we see so much like, ooh, real versus fake. Like people were even critiquing like the girls on Love Island this season, being like literally all of them have filler or implants or BBLs. Like name one of them who doesn't have some sort of like plastic surgery or stuff. Like I feel like so many people just on Instagram that I don't like Instagram models because they're all just like fake. Like it became like fake body. versus real body, and like, oh, it's just in so many different contexts now that I don't know
Hmm.
what people want to do with it anymore.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm sure we all grew up with like pretty similar definitions like of fake, fake being counterfeit, not real, not genuine, not like the I guess I just said it's not the real thing. But I don't know. I think for me growing up, like it didn't hold like the word fake didn't hold as much weight as the other things like as counterfeit because counterfeit
Mm.
like counterfeit money that's illegal
Oh
like
yeah,
that's not
like it was
cool.
just giving jail.
Yeah, like fake money that's monopoly money to me. Like that's kind of how
Yeah,
I think of it. And it's like if you try to use monopoly money, people are just gonna look at you like you're silly. Like what are you doing? Like
yeah.
but I don't know. And so that's I think that's how I've interpreted it my whole life is that way versus like two-faced or the other things that you said, which like still not good, but I think it's like the weight it holds now feels almost less than what it already held like
Mm.
for me personally, just because I didn't think of it as something like super serious.
Right
Um
now it's just kind of like a joke.
yeah, no, and so that's probably why I always use it as a joke because I'm like I guess subliminally making fun of people who actually do use it. So sorry guys. Sorry if you use it for real and I just use it as a joke all the time and I'm making fun of you. Might be that's on me. That's so fake of me. Oh well.
Oh, funny. That's crazy. I feel like in to me, hearing like real and fake is something that's like very much like holds weight. And it's probably because it's more for me to use just in like marketing conversations of like, oh,
Yeah.
like this person's content is just so real and relatable. Like they're just very authentic. And like that's just something that's always like you're looking for, like, or is this brand message coming across real or is this like not, is this fake? Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Wow,
something
crazy.
something that's like come up a lot actually recently is I don't know, I've heard like two or three or four different people say this in the past month or 2 months or something, like talking about how bank tellers like they they had to learn how to tell a real from a counterfeit bill, but they wouldn't practice with counterfeit bills. Like they would practice with real bills because if you don't know the real thing, you're not going to be able to spot the fake thing. Because spotting a
Mm.
fake in a bunch of reals is so much easier than trying to spot a real in a bunch of fakes, I think.
Mm.
I can't remember exactly like what it was, but something along those ish lines. But yeah, bank tellers like they would practice with real money, real bills, and then they would learn the tells, they would learn exactly like what it feels like, what it looks like, all these things. So then when they get like a counterfeit bill, a fake bill, then they're basically automatically an alarm goes off in their head. They're like, this is not the real thing. And so I think like that's just a good analogy for life. Like we just need to be doing the real things. We need to be hanging out with like the real people or like I don't know, just all these things where it's like, okay, what what do you place your value in? What do you want to see more of
Mm.
in your life and like all these things. So then we're surrounded by that. So then when we spot the fake stuff, when we spot the things that we don't like, we're like, okay, alarm bells going off in our heads so that we can get out of that situation or figure something else out. And I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
There's another
I
thought.
like that. It could also just be like, oh, focus on what's in front of you versus like what
Yeah.
what could possibly happen. Like it can kind of can go back to like the present thing of like, well, just be in real life and not stuck in the you know,
Yeah.
possibilities or situations that could potentially happen when there's a million things in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good too. I like that. I like it a
Amazing.
lot.
Okay. What else is giving real? Um, we liked we liked this question, just like what fills your cup? I mean, maybe that's like how you if you like are I don't know, are having the wake up call of like I don't feel like I'm surrounding myself with the right people, or I don't feel like I'm living the life I'm supposed to be living, like I don't feel like I'm being real or authentic to myself. Then maybe like that's a good question to ask yourself, like what fills your cup? Like what honestly do you want to be doing?
Yeah, that's so good. And so I know like something for me, Sam, like something we've talked about so much. I mean, like since the beginning. LOL, likewise home. But honestly, like I love doing the pod, and I know I don't really come up with the ideas very much. All I kind of do is talk and edit sometimes. Sometimes as of late. Um, but no, like the more I think about it, I'm like, wow, pod is so much fun. And like today I go into my church on Thursdays and just do like help do various stuff. And my pastors are like, hey, Issa, we want to start a podcast. Like, would you want to like help out with this and blah 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 blah, like explain it to me. I was like, oh wait, actually that sounds like it could be a lot of fun. And so just thinking about that, I'm like, dang, if I could just have like podcast world be my world, I think that would be a lot of fun. So like that's something that really does feel like help, like just thinking about like the ideas and like the possibilities with it and like listening to others too. I'm like, wow, this is so good. That's so fun.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that. I saw your thread and I was like, I wonder if like just like put that like thought there. Like I was like, what was
That's
the
what happened.
happenings of today? Um, but I was like, no, it makes sense because I feel like when you um like sometimes I think the things that like excite you the most is like some of the more organizational stuff like building like spreadsheets and like doing like docs and like things like that, just like being able to do that kind of stuff. And then obviously like editing is like I was also thinking to myself, I was like, I feel like the problem with like editing and like getting so burnt out from it is like one, editing our conversations like the day after or 2 days after we have them and having to relive it right after. And then also it's probably so much more fun to edit somebody else's podcast. That's why I guess like guest episodes are probably fun, but like it's probably so much more fun to edit somebody else's podcast versus like your own. Because it's so much like self-reflection. Like that's what I found. Like when I've edited a couple recently,
Yeah.
like I've just been like, oh my God, like I say that so much. Like I say the word like a lot.
Oh my gosh. I've been thinking about that all up, not for you, for me, about I've actually been thinking about that so much just in this conversation today. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop saying like, stop saying like, stop saying like. But then another one comes up, I'm like, shoot,
It's so hard.
it really is. Ugh, what fills your cup, Sam?
Oh goodness. What a tough question right now. I feel like I've been like struggling with that recently. Like I've just been like, I
Mm,
don't know. People ask me at work all the time since my job's been so in limbo. They're like, what do you actually want to be doing? And I'm like, I have no clue because I think I want to be doing this. And then like I get into it doing it. And then I'm like, I really don't want to do this. And I actually, like it's like, oh, what do I do? And I get so stuck just dreaming about like all the things I'd rather be doing. And so, I mean, ultimately being creative, but also I do love like the little organizational stuff too. Like whenever I have to do spreadsheet stuff at work, I'm like, this is so fun. Um, and maybe it's because I don't like how burnt out I get creatively for my own selfish reasons when I'm being creative at work. Like if all I do is be creative all day at work, I can't go home and be creative. Like I can
mhm.
sometimes, but it's like it's hard being a creative and doing it for work and play. Like just
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah. I know, like as much as I would love to be like full-time creative for work, I just I can't even do it for play. I'm like, how can I do it for work? Like sometimes I'll get like these creative bursts or like these ideas and inspirations and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. And then I'll do some cool things, but then it's gone. I'm like, that's my good idea for the quarter. Thank you. Sam, you can keep taking it now. Um, but no, I totally hear you on that. And it's hard. Like, especially since, like you went into and got basically like your dream job right out of college and now you switch to something else and it's like, oh my gosh, like that's so fun too. But then it's like, shoot, now I'm doing this for work, but I want to be able to also do it for play, like not just for have to, but for want to. But now
Mhm.
they're kind of the same. It's like, is it even for want to anymore at all?
Right. Yeah. No, that's also hard too. And I think whenever like I get in a slump of any sorts, I'm like, is this a
Slump.
sign? Like, is this like, do I want to be doing this? Like, am I making a mistake? Am I getting too deep into something?
Mm.
Like, I feel like that happens with the writing slumps a lot for a lot of people. Like, I think that's relatable whenever anyone's in like a writing slump because I feel like when you're in a writing slump, you just hate everything you write and reading things back, like, you just can't do it. And so then you're like, should I even be doing this? But made it,
Yeah,
made it so far. So,
so true. Yeah. And like with what you're saying about like editing someone else's pod versus ours. Like it's just so hard doing stuff that you love to do like for your own self because you know exactly how you want it, but then you can't get it that way. But then doing it for other people, you're like, honestly, like this is so good, like this is great. Maybe I would change a few things, but I love this. And so it's
Right. You
easier
don't
on
have
that
the
front a lot of
judgment,
times too.
the
Yeah.
self-judgment. Yeah.
It's just what fills your cup. It's such a big question. Like it shouldn't be as big, it shouldn't be as hard to answer as it is, but I think like the people that like the kind of people that we are, we love to be go, go, go. And then okay, I'm speaking for myself because I don't know if you're actually this way or not. But like love to be go, go, go. And once I'm bored with something, like I'm kind of done with it. I just don't really engage with it. I don't really do it anymore. Like I'll pick it up every once in a while, but I'm like, that's not my hobby anymore.
Mhm.
And so for that to be like my personality, or like a big personality trait of mine, it's really hard to like have a like um constant answer of like
Mm.
what fills my cup because like I feel like it's different in every season. But like when I was really thinking about it today, I was like, wow, actually I kind of really do like the behind the scenes and like the work of the podcast or like the build up to it and I don't
Hmm.
know. I think that's really fun versus
Yeah.
like the creative part of it because the creative part is really hard for me.
And I'm just like, I want to create.
Yeah.
Good little balance there. Um, I think it's also, I guess, like it's okay to not know. And when you ask yourself, like, ooh, or when someone asks you and you're just kind of like, I don't know, isn't that so rough? Like, for me, I don't know what fills my cup. Like,
Isn't
I
that
don't know
so
what I want to
rough?
do. Isn't that so bad? Like, haha. I think it's very honest and relatable, and it is a good reflection and maybe a good sign that something is off balance or
Hmm.
like yeah, clearly, like, you do need to change a pace or you're not doing the things that fill your cup. If you can't, if someone asks you and you're like, I don't know, then maybe you're not actually doing it. Because I think sometimes when you are doing the things that fill your cup, like, you do feel it and know and
Hmm.
wish you could do it more or any of that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think like even then it's still hard because like if you don't know the answer to it, because then it's like, okay, do I even know what this question means? You know, it's like
Mm,
what does filling my cup even look like? What does it
right,
feel like? What is it? And I don't know, like I don't know. That's also a hard question to answer because I feel like it's different for everyone, but I feel like
right,
the general thing is like this is something that I like and I enjoy, and this is something that makes me feel satisfied. This is something that makes me feel like I have at least some sort of purpose, if not
right.
like my purpose. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how I interpret it for myself.
Yeah, I was thinking like through a lot of things. Like obviously one, what makes you happy, like to do. It's like just what makes you happy and what fills your cup can be very different things. But like what makes you happy,
Hmm.
what provides you with enough like what are the things that to you are enough to like satisfy you or like uh be content or be happy or
Hmm.
like um if you could only, be doing XYZ things, like what would it be? Like all those types of things. I think those are just extra questions that can help you figure it out. But um yeah, like what just like feels right and what sets your soul on fire and
Yeah. And
all
like it doesn't even
those
have to be like
things.
a career thing too. It's right. Like,
Passion and like volunteering. Like I feel like a lot of people just service and like
hmm.
being helpful or like being nurturing, being a parent. Like for so many people, those things are what makes them feel like they're living out their purpose and it provides them that satisfaction and that joy with their life. So then like obviously like sometimes the things that fill your cup are supposed to be the things that are just like added to your life. Like in addition to like maybe it's not your yeah, like you said, it's not your career, but like it's the things you do outside of your career or whatever.
yeah. Ooh, that's so good. Wow. I know that's probably the most I've ever thought about that question is like, wow, what fills my cup? And what does that even mean? What does that actually look like in my life?
Mm,
Very reflective. Wow, we're so
yeah,
reflective today.
we are we're reflective. I've been trying to be reflective for weeks, and it's not been
It's fun.
fun. It's been so hard. Yeah. Especially when, like, I feel like you're just constantly influenced by the people around you and, like, what they're thinking about their life, and then that's changing how you're thinking about yours
Mhm.
and your dreams, like hearing about someone else's. You're like, that's cool. Do I want to actually be living a life like that? Or I don't know, you see people on the internet and you're like, that's it. I should be doing that and not what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
there's just so much influence, and so it's hard to know, like, deep down, like, what really is what I want and not just what I think I want. Ooh,
Yeah.
so hard.
Man, I don't even know where to start with that because
Yeah,
like
that's a lot to unpack.
it's just so much and like having so many like a lot of my friends are somewhere in like health like
Mm,
work like in the health sector, whether it's like mental health or physical. Like one of my really close friends, she works at like Fred Hutch. One of my other really close friends works at a counseling office, therapy office. One of my other really close friends, she works like in a psych ward
mm,
or something. Yeah. I don't know, something along those lines. And then like our other friend in the group, she works at like her family's like furniture business. So it's like, oh, there's so many different things, but also so many of the same things. Not like same, but like similar same in the
mm,
same
mhm.
sector. So I'm like, oh, do I want to go into like the health sector? Like,
Right.
do I want to work in mental health? Do I want to work in this? Do I want to do that? Or like, Sam, you with like working at the like, do I want to work in like corporate fashion? Do I want to do this? Do I want to work at like a law firm like my mom? Do I want to work um I don't know. There's so much available, so much open, but so little I actually want to do. But then I have all these outside influences. I'm like, wait, what if I do want to do this? Which is fine. But but like in my heart of hearts, I know I don't want to do it.
Yeah. You're like, do I want to do this? And I just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I'm like, do I want to go back to
Let's
school?
try.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
That is the big one. I had one of those moments earlier this year. I have to admit it.
Yeah, I know. And I remember when you told me that, I was like, no, you don't. Like,
Yeah.
no, you don't.
You don't. I was just like, well, just feeling
Actually,
like I
maybe I
can't
do.
grow.
I know. I was like, listen, if you really want to, then do it, but also know that you don't want to do it.
You're like, hey, I think I have a podcast episode or like a podcast to recommend. Like, you should listen to it. And it's just us talking about it and bring me back down to earth.
No, honestly, it's the same though. Like, I've had the thought this year. I'm like, what if I do that? What if I go back to school?
Right. Well, like recently I was just like, well, I guess I'm apparently not qualified to do anything. So, like, maybe I just
For real.
should, I guess. I don't know what good
I
it would
know.
do for me,
And like, I
but
know that life isn't always about doing like what you want to do, and sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do and but you should do. But
school's not one of them.
I don't know. I feel like school is not one of them. Exactly. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully not. Um, but maybe. Can't ever say never. So
Let's see. Anything in there what we do want to talk about?
I literally could not care less.
True. I guess we talked about some of these things,
To
or
be real,
be a
I could
broken
not care
record.
less.
To be, you're like, actually, I could care less. Or yeah.
That means I have cares to
Right.
give.
That means you have cares to give.
I have no cares to give. I could not care. No, that's a really big pet peeve of mine is when people say I could care less. It's like, oh, so
Okay.
you care? Tell me more. Tell me about how you care.
Right.
Like, no,
Yeah.
you do not care.
It's
You could
the
not care less.
sayings that people only ever say the wrong way.
Ugh,
Mm-mm.
there's so many. People, they annoy me.
For sure. That's real.
But yeah, so we're going to end this episode the way we always do with our song of the week. So Sam, what is your song of the week?
Okay, my song of the week is really exciting. My song of the week is Wreck My Life by The Wildlife because their album comes out tonight. But
Oh
when you're
no.
listening, it's already out. So
So
listen,
excited.
it's pre-saved. Every single single so far has been so good, and they've been
So
posting
good.
clips of every song on social media, and they're all shocking
That's
me
probably
to
why they
my
lie.
core. They're hurting me. They're hurting my feelings. And it's gonna be great. And I know it's gonna be my on repeat for the next couple weeks.
Yeah. What song do you think is gonna be your favorite? What song are you claiming?
Oh my gosh, there was one the other day. Let me go look.
I wish that they I wish that they posted like their whole track list.
There was a point where they did it. It's like on a very like hidden post that you'd have to go look at, I
No.
feel like.
I'm
Okay,
on their page right now.
um let me see which one that I was obsessed with when I was watching the other day. Um Oh, Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth. Oh
Mm,
my gosh. The preview of that song, I was like, I'm going to lose my mind. Which is also shocking because I feel like my most favorites are always the Carson Heavy songs.
yeah.
And I'm I love Jansen, but also like a very stripped down Jansen Heavy song was not on my list of what's gonna be my favorite. But that teaser, yeah. And Real Estate. That one was just
Mm,
giving bop for sure.
yes. Ooh, okay, wait, I found the track list preview on Spotify.
Good.
Okay. Just looking at all of the names, because low-key haven't listened to no,
All the
I've
clips.
heard no, maybe I haven't listened to Wreck My Life. I don't know. But yeah, I have not listened to all the clips. My bad, guys.
They've
I
been
don't
very
know. For some
sporadic.
reason, yeah, for some reason, growing up song and
Mhm.
write a song about it, like those are kind of sticking out to me.
Yeah,
And be there.
the preview for Write a Song About It, it's really cool too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll come back next week and let you know. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
we'll have
not next week, in 2 weeks.
week after.
I'll let you know.
But yes, I'm just really excited for that to come out and to be able to enjoy it. And hopefully it'll bring me out of my reading and writing slump. I think it's gonna impact the writing for sure. I hope.
Yeah, because if you didn't know, our book is low-key wildlife fanfic. JK, it's not, but
Tickets
also
make me up.
low-key.
Oh, but it's also One Direction. Oh, but it's also
My song of the week is A Life Where We Work Out by Flatland Cavalry featuring Caitlin Butts. And Flatland Cavalry is the band that I saw on Friday last week, and it was so good. And I just learned at the show with my friend who I was there with. She told me, she's like, yeah, no, Caitlin Butts, that's Cleto's wife. Cleto, like, is the lead singer of Flatland Cavalry. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes
Mm.
so much sense as to why they have so many songs together. So many, like, I think I've only heard three. Like two or three, I don't know. Anyways, it's so cute. It's so good. I'm like, oh, this is just so nice. A life where we work out. It's just, oh, so cutie. Anyways, that's all.
I love that. So cute.
Yes, so if you haven't already, please rate and review on Apple Pods and Spotify and like wherever else allows rates and or reviews. Because it's just fun stuff. And also the more rates and reviews or like the more good rates and reviews there are, I guess like
Right.
more people can find us.
I don't know,
I don't know.
whatever podcast algorithms out there will like us.
Yeah, I don't know how the algo works. So I'm living, laughing, loving here. And then follow us on whatever stream platform you use, so then you know exactly when an episode is coming out. And follow us on Instagram at likewise_pod on Instagram. I just said on Instagram twice. Whoa. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Dementia runs in my family, so hopefully it's not starting early. Um, yes, this was so good, so fun, and like a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be, truth be told.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we're getting serious.
So thanks for talking with me for another, I don't know, part of your evening. So I hope you have a really great rest of your day.
Thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all.